everybody, it's Aubrey, and today I'm here with a cookbook collab hosted by Tamara from Southern Wife Everyday Life. And I am so excited to be here and participating in this collab. It is my first collab I've ever done here on YouTube, and it's just really exciting for me. So thank you for watching, and I can't wait to show you guys the 2 recipes that I picked out. So I'm gonna show you the cookbooks that I'm using. The first one is the Pioneer Woman. It's called Come and Get It. This is a great cookbook. I love the pictures that are in it that show you step by step how to do it. So if you are not the most experienced cook or chef or whatever, you can definitely take these recipes and use them because it shows you step by step with pictures as well as directions. Very simple, very easy, very delicious. The recipe I'm using from this cookbook is called Taco Quesadillas. They were so good. I cooked them last night and I know that you guys will love them as well. So definitely check out this cookbook. I think you guys will like it. The second recipe I'm using is from Cupcakes from the Cake Mix Doctor. I got this cookbook from my aunt and uncle probably over 10 years ago for my birthday. I have tried several recipes out of this cookbook and they have all been amazing. And something that I realized yesterday when I was looking at the cookbooks was it says from the Cake Mix Doctor. And then I was looking at the recipes and they all have cake mix in them. So it should have dawned on me before now, but it did. And I just thought that was really interesting that these recipes are using cake mixes for cupcakes, which, you can use cake mix for cupcakes, right? Anyway, I am doing a cookies and cream cupcake with a buttercream frosting. They were delicious, so good. I highly recommend them. If you enjoy Oreos or cookies like Oreos, you will really like this recipe. So I have 2 recipes for you today. It is the Taco Quesadilla and the Cookies and Cream Cupcakes. If you try them, I know you're going to love them. They were just so delicious and so easy to make that, why wouldn't you try them, right? So come along. Let's check out how I made these, and hopefully you guys will want to make them too. And then don't forget to check the playlist down in the description box below. There is a whole list of other ladies making recipes from their cookbooks, and you're not going to want to miss it. If you want to find the Pioneer Woman cookbook or the Cupcake from the Cake Mix Doctor cookbook, I am gonna leave the links in the description box down below so you can go and get them too. All right, let's get into it. So right now I am just chopping up onions to put in my ground beef so they can all brown up together. I am making taco meat like I always make taco meat. In the cookbook, she has ingredients to make like homemade taco sauce. I don't know what you want to call it. She has all the ingredients for like the seasonings and everything. So it's like homemade taco meat. But I am going to use a taco seasoning mix that I buy just because that's the way I like to make tacos. I didn't think it really made a difference, but in the recipe it does show you how to make it homemade. Now I'm just adding some salt and pepper to my meat. And then I'm going to add my chopped onions to it, and I'm just gonna chop that up a little bit more and brown that up before I add in my taco seasoning. Here I am just shredding up some Colby Jack cheese. The recipe called for Monterey Jack, but I could not find that at Target or Aldi, and I wasn't going to go to Walmart to find it, so this is the cheese that I'm using. So this is my third attempt at trying to make these quesadillas. I don't know what happened to the camera footage of it, but anyway, I just put some butter and some olive oil in the pan, and then I put the corn tortilla on the pan and sprinkled some Colby Jack cheese, and then put some taco meat on top, and then I put cheddar cheese on top of the meat and put another corn tortilla on top. Once it was browned on the bottom, I flipped it over and waited for it to be brown on the bottom, and then I took it off the pan. I put it on some paper towels to soak off some of that grease, and then here you see me making another one. This last quesadilla I'm just going to fold in half because it is for my son. I knew he wouldn't eat a full one. I mean, he didn't even finish this half of one. And this is how my plate looked when they were finished. I just topped my 2 taco quesadillas with some lettuce, tomato, and some sour cream. I wish I would have had some salsa, but I forgot it at the store. We just paired that with some tater tots, and it was really good. I do have to say that while it was nice that we tried something new, I do still love my crunchy shell tacos. So now I'm getting started with my cookies and cream cupcakes. I'm just going to take out the number of cookies that I need for the recipe. And I'm going to take some of the cookies and put them in a bag so I can crunch up into like tiny pieces, and then some of the cookies are going to be twisted apart so that half of the cookie will go at the bottom of the cupcake liner. And of course, everything is going everywhere as I'm hitting the cookies. So I just keep picking them back up and putting them where they need to go. I think eventually I was just like, I'll get it when I'm finished. When the cookies are finished, I put them to the side. I just want to tell you that you are not going to use all of the cookies in the cake mix or the cupcake mix. Some of them is going to be reserved for the end to top the cupcakes. So now I'm getting started with the mix. I'm just going to add a box of white cake mix to a bowl, and then I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. So I'm going to add some sour cream, some oil, some eggs, a little bit of vanilla, and most, but not all, of the crumbled up cookie mix. Or not mix, just the crumbled up cookies. And here I am just smelling the vanilla. Do you guys do that whenever you open up your bottle of vanilla? Do you just take a whiff? I just think it smells so good. It reminds me of my childhood. I don't know. But anyway, that's me being weird. And now back to baking. And I am just using my hand mixer to mix everything up. You have to mix it up for, a couple minutes to get it to a good consistency. And I don't know if it has anything to do with how like moist and fluffy the cake mix is, but it definitely was a moist and fluffy cupcake.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
So this is where I'm adding in the cookie crumbles and I'm folding them into the cupcake mix. By the end of it, I am just stirring it all together. I don't have the patience to fold stuff in.
Why does the rain
I am twisting the Oreos apart. The directions say to try and get cream on both sides. So that is what I'm trying to do, and I ended up breaking one of the cookies, which was fine. I used it anyway, and it all worked out.
it really makes me wonder.
Using the silicone cupcake liners, I got these at Aldi last fall. They really work great. I did use some olive oil spray in the cupcake liners just because I wanted to make sure that the cupcakes didn't stick, and they didn't. They came out really easily. And I am putting a half of an Oreo cookie at the bottom of each cupcake. So here I am using, I believe, a 1-inch little ice cream scooper to dole out the cupcake mix into the cupcake liners. I'm just doing 1 scoop per cupcake. I did go back and add just a little tiny bit more to some of the cupcakes that looked like it didn't have enough. It could have even used just like a half a scoop more to totally fill the cupcakes up, but they turned out great just the way they were. Now I only have 1 cupcake pan or muffin pan. I decided to just make a small cake, so I took the leftover Oreo halves and placed them at the bottom of a cake dish. This is like a 7x9 cake dish, I think, or not a cake dish, but like, you know, a pan or, you know, a baking dish. Anyway, I put the leftover Oreo halves at the bottom of it, and then I put the remaining cupcake mix on top, and then I put it in the oven.
It really makes me wonder.
I am making the buttercream frosting. This recipe also came from the cupcake cookbook that I got the recipe for the cupcakes. I just added some softened butter and some powdered sugar, some vanilla, and a couple or tablespoons of milk. And I mixed it until it was the consistency that I wanted. This frosting was very sweet, but it was also very good and perfect for these cupcakes. Once I had finished frosting all of the cupcakes, I put the leftover crumbled up Oreos on top, and it was so good. This is how the cupcakes and the mini cake turned out. I've said it once, I've said it twice. These cupcakes were amazing. My husband did try the cake instead of the cupcakes, and he said it was just as good and very moist. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my YouTube family. I'd love to have you here. Make sure to go to the description box below and check out the playlist. I can't wait to check it out either. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you Sunday for my What's for Dinner video. Bye!